Hi, welcome back to Andrea Fontana Beauty. I'm Andrea. I'm a professional makeup artist and licensed esthetician, and today we're going to be talking about some fun products. As you probably know, hopefully if you're watching this around the time when I'm publishing it, it is early June. We have summer makeup upon us. It is coming, and as you can see, I did this fun bronzy, glowy look. It should already be up on my channel, so I will leave that linked down below for those of you who want to see how I created this look. So today we're going to be talking about products that I really like using in the summer, whether it's for a specific type of look that I'm trying to do. Usually it's more of this dewier, bronzier, glowier skin, or just products that I enjoy, shades that I like for summer, that sort of thing. So let's start. The first category is going to be primers, bases, that sort of thing. So the first thing I'm going to mention is, of course, my Welletta Skin Food. If you have been watching my channel for a good amount of time, you know that I often start a lot of looks with this. This is the old packaging. They don't make it in this metallic aluminum toothpaste tube style packaging. I don't know what to call it. They don't make it like this anymore. It's in a plastic container, but I really love this product. I use it all year round. I tend to use more of the Skin Food Light in the summer when I'm using it as a moisturizer, but when I'm using it underneath my makeup, I tend to still go for this one because it just gives such a good plump hydrated finish under your makeup, and it makes the skin look fantastic. So I will say you want to be careful with this one if you're acne prone, because it can tend to make some people break out, but this is good for, it's like an intensive balm for all over the body. So absolutely adore Welletta Skin Food. Don't want to spend too much time on it because I've talked about it at length on this channel. So this one is great. Next up, we're going to talk about, this is a tried and true primer for me, and I don't talk about it pretty much ever on my channel because I don't like to support toothpaste. You can do your own research and make your decisions, but this is the one product that I will buy from them. And it is the Too Faced Proactive Nourishing Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I don't really ever use it on myself. I find many other products to use because I don't want to purchase it that often, but I do use it in my kit because it works really well for hydrating maybe more mature skin or drier skin. I really love how it preps under the airbrush foundation that I use on my clients. So I really like this one. It does a great job of toning down redness as well for my clients. So it is silicone free, which is good to know. But also, if you're ever using a silicone primer, say you have multiple areas with different needs on your face, you don't ever want to use this one on top or below or mix it at all with any silicone based products because it will pill and be a disaster. Love this one. It's really great at nourishing and plumping the skin. Now, one that probably does have silicone. I think so. I'm not actually sure. Maybe it doesn't. Gosh, I feel like I can't read that. It's so tiny. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Makeup Grip. It's the blue one from Hard Candy. It's said to be a dupe for the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I've never used that one, but I love this one. I notice a huge difference in the longevity of my makeup when I apply this one, so I often wear it on days where I'm doing makeup. I haven't used it on any clients yet, but I absolutely adore it. It's really nice and light, so it actually might be silicone free. It doesn't feel like there's silicone in it, but I think this is water-based. Yeah, this is water-based. So I really love how this one goes on. Like I said, it's so inexpensive. Again, it'll be linked below with all the other products, so I can't remember, but I got mine at Walmart, and I will buy this one for as long as they make it because I love how it sits. So those are the base products. This one is base, but also kind of going more into other products. But this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion, another product that I have talked at great lengths about on my channel. This is the shade Light. It's my favorite shade. I don't ever get any of the other shades because this one is slightly pink toned, and it is absolutely phenomenal. If you were ever a fan of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, is that what it was called? I don't remember, but remember the liquid illuminator that they had that was slightly pink toned that was super popular for a long time? I can't remember, but if you're missing that because Becca did go out of business, give this one a check. It is from the drugstore, so it's really affordable. I mean, drugstore prices are going up, so I want to say that, I know it's for sure under $20, but I want to say it might be $14, $15. Who knows where it's at today, but I always have this on stock. I use it all the time. I recommend it to clients all the time because it is just a phenomenal drugstore product. I really like that it's not glittery, so it's illuminator that is very finely milled, and it's really beautiful, and it mixes in with foundations. I can't recommend it enough. I think everybody should have a bottle of it on hand if you enjoy dewy, fresh skin. You know, not quite as full coverage. It's really great if you have a foundation that you really like, that you want to sheer out and maybe not have as much coverage, and you want it to be a little bit more dewy and luminous. Illuminous? I'm making up words. If you want to be more luminous, this is a great product for that because you can kind of customize your foundation, and I love it for that reason. Now, going into foundations, these are two of my favorites. I'm actually wearing this one right now, the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I have the shade 2-3 Light, and I love this guy for summer. It's more coverage than like a typical tinted moisturizer, I would say, but it's definitely buildable, but it's super hydrating, really light on the skin. I mean, I love it. My skin still looks like skin, but I can just like put it on as a good base and then conceal any other areas where I feel like I need a little extra. Definitely light to buildable medium coverage. I actually mixed it with the True Match Lumi Glotion today, and that's the foundation I have on right now. So love that one. Also love this one. This is a sample size that they sent me in PR, so this isn't what it looks like. But I like to use this one if I get a little bit more tan in the summer. I used this one a ton last summer, and this is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Natural Skin Perfector with broad spectrum SPF 30. So this is a really great tinted moisturizer with light to medium coverage again, but I really like this one. Sometimes I'll mix these two together if I need a little bit more tan. I'm all about mixing and kind of creating whatever shade I need that day or product I want that day, in case you can't tell. Let's go on to cheek products because I don't have anything for concealers. I just use my typical concealers in the summer. I don't really change up. That really has to do with your under eye and what you're looking for coverage-wise, dryness-wise. So that doesn't really change for me in the summer, but what does change, not really change, but I just tend to go lighter, so I tend to use a cream bronzer. So I'm all about the cream products in the summer. This we already know. And I'm not wearing a cream bronzer today, but this has been my favorite recently. I've talked about it a lot on here. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I have the shade Honey Drip. How do I always forget that? Every single time. It is, yeah, just like a really blendable, easy to work with, great product. I like it because I can build it up if I'm a little darker than normal, like if I have more of a tan, but if I don't, it's not too dark for me and it blends really easily. So really, really love this one. And then talking about cheek products, I love the Putty Blushes as well. This one has been a favorite of mine in the last couple of weeks, Tahiti. I'm wearing it to weddings on the weekends. Similar formula, easy to work with as the Putty Bronzer. But I just pulled these back out and I'm actually wearing one today. And these I received last year from Pixi and PR, and I'm obsessed with them. So I was very excited to pull them back out for the summer. These are the Pixi On The Glow Blush Tinted Moisture Sticks, which you can use on your cheeks or on your lips. This is the shade Juicy, which I actually have on today. I put it on after my foundation and concealer before I did powder and bronzer and all that to give me like a really lit from within, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Warm glow. I don't know how to describe it, but I really love these. So I have the shade Juicy, which is this corally shade. They twist up, so they're really easy to put on your lips, or I usually take a brush and just go into the end there. This one is the shade Fleur, which is a little bit more of that baby pink, so that's actually great in the spring. And then if I get even more tan, I will go in with the shade Ruby, which is more of this red tone, which is really beautiful. I like this one on the lips a lot, but I definitely say Juicy is my favorite because we all know how much I love a good coral orange blush, especially in the summer. But these are amazing and I absolutely love them. Now we're gonna go into highlighters and my favorite ones for the summer, but I want to talk about Superb. This is an extra dimension skin finish from MAC in the shade Superb. It is a rose gold powder that is great for highlighting, but I really like to use it as a eyeshadow for one, but also as a blush topper and highlighter in one. So I'll do, today I did this juicy cream blush everywhere, then I bronzed, and then I put this on as a topper and no highlighter. So this kind of acts as a blush and highlighter in one because it's a little bit too dark for me right now for a highlighter, but it's super beautiful. I put it on the eyes. It's really good for like one of those multi-use quick and easy products for the morning. And I mean, this has lasted me like 2-3 years. So absolutely adore it. And hopefully you can still get it, and I'll link it down below, or I'll link something similar. If anything is discontinued, I'll try to link a product that is similar or gives a similar vibe down below. So going into highlighters, obviously that True Match Lumi Glotion you can use as an actual highlighter in the high points on the face if you want. But two of my other favorites for the summer are the Milk Makeup Holographic Stick in Mars, which is, let me put it on the back of my hand so you can see. Trying to get it to reflect. There we go. So it goes on as like a champagne, but then it has this pinky gold duochrome to it. I don't know if that's gonna pick up on camera. Maybe not. But it is beautiful. I usually take 2 fingers like this and then tap it on the cheeks. This thing will literally last you forever. Buy the mini. Don't waste your money on the big one unless you know you're gonna wear it all the time, like I do, because it is seriously so good. So I just blend it in, and then it's a really beautiful, long wearing, gives you that really healthy, glowy, not almost like a wet look, you know, a highlight on the cheeks that's not quite so powdery and intense. It's a little bit more lived in. So love it for that. The other one that I have that is a drugstore option is from Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Highlight. I used to use this all the time on my channel. This is the shade Champagne. It's the Muru Muru Butter Highlight. And it is stunning. So it's right there. You can see. The reason I love this one is for it being drugstore, this thing is so long wearing. It's right here. It goes on super nicely, and I mean, you can see there's a lot of product in here, so it lasts a very long time, and I use that one a lot. I love all of the Muru Muru butter bronzers, highlighters, blushes, all of those from Physicians Formula. Lastly, well, no, not lastly. We're gonna talk here first about this. I guess we still have 3 more categories. I was thinking we were almost done, but we're not. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. This is my go-to setting spray for all of my clients. I used to be a firm Urban Decay all-nighter spray believer, and I still love it, but it's just too dang expensive when this is just as great. I prefer the sprayer, and it smells better. So like, all the pros, right? And I go through them quicker, so I don't know how much money I actually save, but the continuous spray is a game changer when you're spraying clients' faces, and this one really works phenomenally for all skin types, so I love it. A powder. This one is my recent obsession. I've been using it since I did a drugstore makeup look. I got all new drugstore products, new to me products that I hadn't tried before, and this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder was one that I tried, and I've been using it ever since. This is really great if you need, if you're oily in the summer and you need to touch up and mattify certain areas that will get oily throughout the day. That's a great powder because it is so finely milled, and a great price from the drugstore. Let's see, let's talk about eyes now. First off, love a good colorful, oh, I didn't even realize I love this color combo that I chose here, but maybe I'll have to create a look with these 4 shades because they're really making me feel summery. But these are the ColourPop Cream BFF Cream Gel Eyeliners. I have the Vault, so it comes with like 15 or 20 different shades, but they often with collections will sell them independently, and on their website they sell them independently, different shades. So sometimes they're limited edition, but this was a fun pack, and I love pulling out a liner like this for like a pop of fun in the summer. Everyone loves a good pop of color in the summertime. My favorite mascara. I'm Absolutely. I have not been obsessed with a mascara like this maybe ever, but like I'm obsessed. Granted, I also am using lash serum, so it's not just, you can use any lash serum. Right now I'm using Grande Lash, but I've used all of them and they all work the same. So I really like the Grande Lash one. And the next one I have is Dime. So we'll see how that one goes. But I really love this Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara because it is a tubing mascara. So tubing mascaras don't flake and don't come off and don't dot like a typical mascara. You need warm water to remove them. So even if I'm like using my makeup remover, they won't come off until I take warm water and gently work at taking them off. So it comes off like kind of in clumps. It'll feel like you're losing lashes, but it's just the mascara that's like in the shape of the tube of your lashes. So it's a little scarier. You have to get used to it, but it's the most long wearing. It holds my curl. My lashes look just like they did in the morning when I applied it, when I go to take it off at night. So I can't recommend this enough. If you haven't tried it, I absolutely love this. This is what I wore on my wedding day, but the waterproof version, and I absolutely adore it. It's my favorite mascara and I will continue to keep buying it for as long as they make it. Okay, the last section here is some eyeshadow palettes that I really like. These are different price points. Let's start with the affordable ones. Yeah. So first off are the two that I'm actually wearing today on my eyes in this look. If you want to see again how I created this look, go click that video down below. But this first one that is like the basis of the look is the LA Girl VIP Desert Dream eyeshadow palette. Looks like this. Different looks. There's lots of good mattes. There's a dark brown so you can deepen things up, which I did today. Everything is beautiful. I love the metallics. The mattes work really nicely well. They blend really easily, so highly recommend this one. This was my first LA Girl palette that I had ever chosen. I think it's also from that video where I got this to do like a full face of new to me drugstore products. The other product that I used, or the eyeshadow palette where I took the center of my lid, was this Desert Lights palette from Flower Beauty. As you can see, I go for these warm bronzy tones in the summer, rose golds, really warm. Those just really complement, I think, all skin tones in the summer, and I really like this one. So I'm wearing this shade right here in the center of my lid. These are toppers, very metallic. They almost feel wet when you touch them because they are so, I don't know, the texture is just really interesting. But this is again a drugstore. Flower Beauty is found at Walmart. So I'm wearing the shade Soul on my eye. Another drugstore favorite is the Nubian by Juvia's Place. This is one that I actually go to a lot for my clients for summer weddings, bridesmaids, because these warm tones just really complement tans and light colored eyes, brown eyes. Like, it just complements every eye color, and I really love this one in the summer. So there's that one. Now for a little bit more expensive. First, let's talk about the Natasha Denona palette that I wore. Oh my gosh, that's really funny. I have a little eyelash from my wedding. So I wore this one for my night before party, and I'm obsessed with how that look turned out. Clearly I wore a lot of this gold shade. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Gold palette, and I picked it up because I really loved that it was that kind of like greenier gold instead of quite so yellow. It's more of like that khaki kind of palette, and it was really beautiful. I think I just used this in the crease and then that all over the lid, and that was my look for the rehearsal night before party for my wedding, and I loved it. Another Natasha Denona palette that I've been going to for a lot of clients right now is the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. Warm, beautiful shades that just make really pretty, natural, bronzy, glowy looks for bridesmaids. So I have been using that a lot. And then my last one, which I love to use in the summer because, again, those warmer pinks, that's just what I go towards in the summer, is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. This has some fun pops of color for the summer. This kind of reminds me of like mermaids right here, so I think that's why I like it in the summer. But this one is kind of hard to find. I will try to link it down below, but I don't believe they sell it many places anymore because it was limited edition and they've cleared out. So if you can get your hands on it and you've wanted it, now is the time if you can still find it. But the pinks, the mauves, those sort of desert, rosy, warm tones, love them for summer. So I hope you enjoyed this video to see some of my favorite products for summer makeup looks. Like I said, I tend to go for bronzy, warm, light, dewy, glowy skin. And that's a lot of what I do when it comes to bridesmaids and bridal makeup, which is a little more natural, but still really complimenting to everyone's eye color and skin tone and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to send it to a friend who you think would enjoy it as well. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video before you leave, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!